Let's say I have unlimited money. I don't care about spend. What's the best way to get the most exposure? Steve S. asks, what are the stages of PPC? Launch, grow, maintain? Can you talk more in depth about this, please? Let's say I have unlimited money. I don't care about spend. What's the best way to get the most exposure and spend the quickest to get my product shown?
So I would say the stages of PPC are kind of just like you said: launch, grow, maintain. But we don't know how exactly long that's going to take. It really depends on so many different factors based on the conversion rates. But in order to get the sales, you have to show up, right? So you have to run the PPC. And if you do have that unlimited budget, you could launch as much as you possibly can: sponsor product, sponsor brand, sponsor display, and just launch kind of all over the place. But Amazon is still going to control what impressions you get where. So you still want to make sure you're getting a lot of traction on those most relevant keywords towards your products, because that's where you should convert the best. So I always want to go through and make sure we're getting the traffic on those keywords that we know have high search volume. We know we're super relevant. So pay attention to those, but you still want to run the discovery, right? You want to make sure you're using Amazon's different campaigns, the auto, the broad, the phrase, categories expanded to try to go out and find out where you're going to convert the best, so you can make sure to focus on those. So if you're willing to spend the money, you're probably going to have a high cost in the beginning, but it allows you to get a lot of the data super fast and kind of grow quicker, because that sales velocity is going to drop your BSR, and it's going to improve your organic ranking because you're willing to kind of just hemorrhage cash.
Yeah, and if you're willing to pay, they're willing to let you play.
Oh yeah, they'll let you spend it.
Oh, they'll let you.
One thing that I notice a lot: if you're not converting well, at some point Amazon will stop letting you spend it. Like, they'll kind of limit your impressions and your traffic if you just don't convert.
Yeah, and that kind of goes into a follow-up question. Is sometimes people talk about the honeymoon period. What are your thoughts on kind of that initial, like, when you start getting new impressions in the beginning? Do you reset it by rerunning your campaigns? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. So we always set up a max bid with each one of our products that we're working with, and we inch up the bids over time. If we're not getting clicks, not getting enough data to optimize them, we just continue to inch them up until we hit that max bid. And we'll try different strategies, like maybe switch from dynamic bids down only to fixed bids or up and down. And at some point, everything we tried doesn't work, so we just relaunch them into new campaigns. And we still usually stick with that 5 keywords per campaign.